welcome to tonight's episode of Late Night Baking. With the vaccines having rolled out earlier this year, I'm sure everyone's excited to get back to a more traditional Thanksgiving experience. That is, gathering with family and arguing about politics in person. Now, in case you can't bring critical thinking or common sense to the table, you can bring this simple dessert. We're going to make pumpkin bread. But we're also going to add a lot of chocolate chips because I am addicted to chocolate.
Thanks, Mom.
And also, I know it's a very basic thing to drink pumpkin stuff, but gosh darn, this pumpkin tonic is actually really good. Find it if you can. So to start with the bread, we're gonna add 1 cup of flour. Then add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Then add 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and just for fun, we're gonna add just a little dash of cinnamon. There we go. And whisk it all together. Then set that aside. And grab a smaller bowl and grab the can of pumpkin puree and get 1/2 cup of it. And now I know 1/2 cup is not a lot of the can. You're gonna have a lot left over. So once this video is over, just wind it back to the start and make another batch with your leftover puree. So throw that in a bowl. Then 1/4 cup of condensed milk. Same principle applies, just make more. Or put it on ice cream, or just eat it straight. Slowly add that in. Slowly. If you get impatient, just use a spoon. Close enough. Then 1/2 cup or 1 stick of melted butter. And finally, 2 eggs. And whisk it up. After about a minute of whisking, get your dries, get your wets, get a rubber spatula, and pour it on in. And start mixing it up. Now, if you're weak, you can just call it a day now, pour this in a pan, bake it, be done with it. But if you're a professional, then you add 1 cup of chocolate chips and mix it in. Then once it's all mixed together, get a 4x8 loaf pan and grease it up. And also line it with a strip of wax paper, just to be safe. And yeah, there we go. Leaving a little bit of the paper hanging over the edge. Then pour in the batter. Oop, that's okay. Yeah, fix it in post. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. So smooth it out. Then throw it in a 350-degree oven for about 50 minutes. Just take a look. Ooh, beautiful. And I don't have any toothpicks, so. Oh, clean as a whistle. Great. Now you're gonna let that cool in the pan on a rack for half an hour. Great, okay. Another half an hour, I'm tired. I'm gonna take a nap, but we'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, it's finally ready to try. Nice and cool. So let's now put that aside and bring it out.
Perfect. Let's get rid of this little deformity here. There we go. Beautiful little deformity here. There we go. Beautiful chocolate chip pumpkin bread. Let's taste it. Ooh, it's still warm. Let's have a bite.
You get the pumpkin taste, but the chocolate always adds to everything. So the chocolate really just, I love chocolate. Well, this is great. It's soft and it's still warm from having been in the oven. So if you make this, whenever you have it, zap it for a few seconds because this is great warm. And pumpkin bread is a great choice for a Thanksgiving dessert because pumpkins can still very much fit the theme of Thanksgiving, but pumpkins can also get you excited for next Halloween. Only 11 months to go, but until then, have a happy Thanksgiving and have a good late night.